Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us on the playground today. Today we have the lovely Yuffieh with us. She is a multi-talented and multi-hustled actor, uh, software engineer, and a model, which I just recently found out. I was surprised when I was scrolling through her feeds. I was like, "Whoa, what is this?" But we want to welcome her to the playground. Today we're going to play the video game Guilt. It's going to bring us back to our high school years, and we're going to see what's going on with these mysterious monsters. And Yuffie, thank you again for joining us. Would you like anything to say before we get started?
Yeah, thank you for inviting me. It's the first time I've done this. Well, let's just see what we're gonna do.
Sounds good. Let's jump right into it. And for everyone's more technical information, for FYI, we're playing this from Google Stadia, and we're streaming it to you live.
Just tell me if there's supposed to be music or something.
There
playing.
is no music right now.
Okay.
Yeah. We're different but the same. What colors are so? 50 shades of brown. Looking for beauty in a circle. Just look around. From all the colors to dawn and dusk. I see it now. With your bacon, cutie pie. I play games like PewDiePie. Pew. Would you play a game right by my side? Okay, playground, I'll let it slide. If you just wait till I buy me some skates, I'll be your only one to ride or die. Oh, you're requesting a piggyback ride? Who would've knew? It's just the right time. Inside the pocket and at the right time. Walking around with a nice time. This is a sign, dressed to the nines. 9 plus 1 equals a dime. I'm short on change, now back to the dime. Now back to the dime.
Oh, she's putting up those posters.
Yeah, she just laying them. She's like, my friend Emily. So from what I'm understanding, that Emily went missing. I don't know how long ago, but maybe I missed that. But she's, yeah.
Just vanished one day. No one knows why.
And things seem normal. Well, as normal as they can be, like a normal town. A lot of shops
Just a
closed
little, a little abandoned.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like the right place to put missing posters.
No. She's determined to find her friend.
I need to find her. I have
to. Ooh.
Bullies.
Yeah. Oh.
Ouch.
This is why you gotta ride with the helmet.
Exactly. Have you ever wrecked your bike as a kid?
You know, I didn't actually ride a bike a lot. I learned how to ride a bike when I was older, and I rode one this morning, and I actually fell down, not while riding it, but I was crossing the street and I tripped, and the bike fell on me. So it happens.
Oh man.
Ooh, she's got asthma.
Yeah. Right, cameras.
They're still looking for her.
Yeah. Like, can you hear them when they were like, Sally?
Not really. It gets a little laggy. The video itself of you moving is pretty clear. I just get a lag here and there.
Okay.
It's crazy to think, like, she falls off this cliff and these bullies are still chasing her.
I know. And some time had to pass. Like, it was like dusk when she was putting up those posters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks. Oh.
Like, how can you see it visually? Okay, when you zoomed in.
Yeah. visually.
But the audio, like can you hear like the cinematics in the background?
Yeah, it just once in a while there's a jump. Like even when you're playing, like you'll be running and then suddenly like it freezes and it just skips ahead.
Skips ahead. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're gonna start running here.
Okay.
I'm gonna crouch.
Yeah, there. Oh.
I've never had to like avoid bullies like this as a kid.
Oh yeah, this is definitely an extreme. I'm not gonna say it doesn't happen, but this is a cinematic extreme.
Yeah. It's like a combination of being wanted by like some authority and some mean kids.
I've also never grown up in a small town, so I don't know if it's different how a small town living is, because it seems like a smaller town, or every time it's stuff like this is happening, it's smaller towns.
That's true. I never like thought of it in that perspective, like because it's like smaller towns. Maybe the bullying just is persistent because I don't know.
More physical, as
Physical,
opposed to like big cities. It's more mental bullying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when I was in elementary in Texas, I encountered a bully, but like after a couple of months, like we became friends.
Oh, that's good. Oh.
It's just like the daily. I was like, dude, come on, like this shit's just gotta stop. I didn't say it like that, but yeah.
But that's the summary of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like now as an adult, I think as a child, I was just very like, very playful. Anytime someone told me something, it would either fly over my head or I'd just be like, whatever, because I have a whole bunch of brothers. So it's kind of like,
there you go.
Whatever. And now that I'm older, I'm like, wow, there were people that were actually pretty mean to me and said some mean comments to me. But I didn't take it that way. It's not that I didn't like it, or I liked it. I didn't like it, but it didn't affect me on the daily, because it just kind of flew over my head. Like I didn't consider it an insult. I didn't even consider the comment. It just went
right over your head. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes sarcasm, even though I could be very sarcastic, someone will say something like, oh, that's so cool, sarcastically. I'm like, you know what? It actually is.
You like you put a twist on it, you twist it around.
I'm like, yeah, I really like it. And then they just look at me like
their sarcasm just died. It just got killed. It got squashed.
I know. And I'm like, what? What did I do? Oh, okay. Well, maybe you should say that a little differently.
Exactly. All right. So I guess we're trying to make it back home with the cable car from the mountain. This is a teeny tiny town. People take cable cars to work and school.
Again, I don't like where she's putting missing posters. It looks like who lives here? Who works here?
Yeah, it's like is this a mining town?
I would think you would be in the main part of the city or the town, because it looks like we're on the top.
Yeah, of the mountain.
Yeah, we want to go down.
Yeah. So we're going to take a troll. What do they call it? Do they call them trams? I forget what they call them. Just cable car?
I don't know. Here they call it, I don't know what, I think the tram is like what they use at the airport.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, from that one?
Please. I need to take the cable car.
Cable car.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'll send you down. Just grab a ticket.
Why can't you just let me in?
It's important, little girl. You can't ride without a ticket.
Okay.
Of course, they got to have like the spooky old man as a character in here.
Yeah.
I don't know, for some reason, like her little voice, she doesn't seem like a high schooler. Mate, what do you think? Is she like a 9th grader, 10th grader?
She seems definitely young adolescents. Um,
Mhm.
Games can be so confusing, so I think middle school. But
Yeah, I was thinking middle school as well. She just seems really young, like high school already. I think I would be like, as a brother, I would be like overprotective of her.
like, don't go out in a storm on the top of the mountain alone.
Yeah. So when you were in high school, did you like commute by yourself, or did
No, so I always went to high school with my best friend because she was right next door, and
Oh, okay.
so our parents would switch off until she got a car. I think our senior year,
Mm-hmm.
and then she drove us. I did walk. I never walked to school because I would never wake up early enough to be able to make it to walk to school. But I did walk home from school alone. If I wasn't going home with my friends, I would walk home by myself.
Okay.
Yeah, because we finally moved pretty close. In elementary school, I walked home a few times, but my parents obviously didn't want me walking alone. Oh, something's happening.
Yeah, some weird
Some sort of-
interdimensional stuff.
That guy
spooky.
knew something. You must ride with the ticket.
Yeah. And then was it like your 9th grade year when you started walking, or was it until later in high school?
No, I started walking in middle school, but then once
Yeah.
I went to high school, it was too far to walk to. I did walk home one time, but
Mhm.
it was pretty far, so time efficient wise, it wasn't good.
Gotcha.
Whoa.
I thought it was going to crash. I'm not getting on one of those anytime soon.
Yeah.
I think the what were you gonna say?
Oh, I wasn't gonna say anything.
She found a flashlight. I guess that's always a good thing in the dark.
A very convenient. Oh yeah, there you go.
Very convenient. Let's see. Let's equip the flashlight. Feel a little safer now.
It's here. Who turned off the lights?
Okay, this is like, I think this is the spooky interdimensional part.
That makes sense. Like after going through that little force field and all of that.
Yeah. Most commuting I did was when I just rode the bus to school, and then like middle school, middle school I walked, and then high school I actually rode like RTD city buses.
Yeah, I did that a few times in high school too.
Okay.
Except I never had cash on me, so I can only do it when I had cash.
Locked. I need to find another way back home.
She's really needing to get home. She's not freaking out too bad. She's
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't think she thinks everything's just normal.
Yeah, that's
just
right.
like who turned off the lights.
Who didn't pay the electrical bill?
Yeah, but I guess that's all it looks like, really.
Yeah, like, oh, people are.
Again, I don't. Yeah, I don't know what sort of town this is because it doesn't look like she's at any part of the town.
Yeah. Let's let go of that. Keep going. Figure out what's really going on. Little ladder.
What a convenient ladder.
I know, right? Who just like has the ladder propped up on the outside of their property?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of, yeah.
What's going on here?
What's going on?
Okay. Now this is supposed to be the town.
Where is everybody?
Mm-hmm. Now she's getting a little bit more concerned.
Mm-hmm.
So you never grew up like in a small town like this, looking all.
No, I came from Sacramento, and then I moved to Denver. No small towns.
No small towns. I've been to Sacramento a couple times. I felt like I walked through downtown and like I feel like this was back in 2012. I feel like it was a tiny downtown Sacramento.
Yeah, I haven't been in years, but it
Okay.
is pretty small, especially when you think about LA and all of that. But
Oh yeah.
like, yeah, when I think of Sacramento, I just think of driving everywhere. I don't think of a designated place to go to. But it is the capital, so
That's true. Yeah. I was like, man, this is a tiny capital. We're in Bethelwood. Like that's the one thing. Have you noticed that that's the one thing with small towns that like they're huge on festivals. They got a festival for like every month.
yeah.
I mean, I guess we have our festivals here in Denver, but they're like more quarterly, or I don't know.
Well, usually you want to bring a community together, as opposed to when you're in a big city. There's so many little communities within there that you don't know about all of the festivals. You only know about the ones that you're interested in, as opposed to a small town. It's literally only that's your only community.
That's all the festivals they throw in. It's like that's what you're doing is like we don't have much options. This is our town festivals.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone gets together. Yeah. Is it Emily?
Oh,
Is that Emily? All this time. Was she hiding at school?
Was she hiding at school?
I don't understand. Why would Emily hide at school?
Over a month. All right, so let's go in here and figure out what's going on.
Locked.
Of course, it had to be locked.
Maybe the janitor's office.
Okay.
when I see these things and I think that, I'm like, I think I would have just left. Or
You would have left your friend like that?
Or grabbed a rock, like try to find I would have tried to find somebody like, oh, I think I saw Emily.
Oh, you like call for help or something, or try to find help?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Obviously, she can't find anybody, but she doesn't know that yet.
See, that's what she's doing. I think she's like exploring more to figure out. Oh, but you're saying like you would actually leave the school and try to find someone, or maybe not.
So how did she get in? Was that just unlocked?
Oh,
I
she
guess
went
so.
through the doggy door, didn't she? Yeah, the little.
That's a dog door? I don't think that's like a what? Okay.
Like I don't know, a vent that she was able, because it looks like it has this like push A on that part. I think she just squeezed through. That's my theory, anyways. My assumption. Let's squeeze down in here.
I love these little game hole cracks.
Oh, like having to duck down and yeah. She's like a little Nancy Drew, where she's like curious about everything. She found this janitor key.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh.
Oh crap! Here's the aliens. All right, so this key should open up the main door.
Okay.
Now we just got to get back to the main door without getting eaten by that thing.
What is it? Okay, dude, go through the door.
All right. I was just seeing what kind of alien it was.
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the alien. But yeah, go through.
Oh,
there's another.
It's telling us about enemy detection if they see us or sense us. That there's that white aura that will appear. Yellow means it's time to hide. Red, Sally has been discovered and you better
Oh shit.
get your booty moving.
There's more of these monsters. I've got to stay away from them.
All right, so we got to. Some ideas I have for other games, Yuffieh, are like horror games where you can actually track your heart rate. Like I experiment with that, but if like you like, get a guess on what that has like the same heart sensor, and you can integrate it with like streaming software, and you can see both of the guests' heart rate right on screen, so the audience can see like who's more scared and who's in the suspense.
So when they're like, I wasn't scared.
I know,
didn't
but
jump. It's like, your heart rate says otherwise.
yep.
I have a heart. Oh, like, because there's two types of players in those games where they're like they want the suspense, so they do every single like bad move.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's yeah, they're like, and then there's like people who just want to get through it. They're like, what's there? What's there? What's there? What's there? Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
I was playing with a friend and he would walk super slow and like, what's behind this door? I'm like,
Uh-huh.
why are you walking so slow?
Were you ever in high school like after hours or like when things like you with friends or anything for any reason? Can you remember?
Like not sneaking in. I've never snuck into the high school. Like never thought of that as a place to go to. I mean, I've been in the parking lot of some.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
Spooky.
Yeah, what? Oh, sorry. My cat was in the room and scared.
Well, that almost scared me. I was like, what the hell is that noise?
She was like, I was like, okay.
I was like, hope the aliens didn't get over to you, Yuffieh. All right, so we got a book. I don't. Those eyes are weird. I think we're just gonna stay away from them.
Yeah. Well, it looks like it's okay if those eyes see you, but
but not those aliens. Yeah, those walking aliens. I don't know why I keep crouching everywhere.
Because you're trying to hide. Emily?
What's in here? Nothing. Oh shit! I heard something. Did you hear something?
I heard it too.
Oh, there it is. Oh shit. Okay, I understand. But we're gonna stay out of sight. So where do we need to go? Like, we're searching classrooms for Emily?
I guess so. She was near a window.
That's
What's
true.
that blue thing? Oh,
let's find out. Oh, that was a door. Oh, let me turn on my flashlight. I think that would help us out. Now we can see.
Yeah, but we don't want the monsters to see.
Yeah, we can't get too close with the flashlight on. All right, let's go in here. We see.
Look at that.
Oh, I hear something walking.
Turn off your light.
Okay, maybe it's okay in here. Nothing's really in here. Yeah, so she's by a window. She was like on the second floor.
Okay, then I guess we need to get there.
We got to go up.
Gotta watch out for that other monster that was over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is right there. Oh, we're gonna go right across here. Hopefully it's open. Yeah. Okay, the bathroom.
Nothing.
Nope. Let's see.
Every time I think of see the bathrooms like this, Silent Hill or not Silent Hill. I think it is Silent Hill.
Yeah, Silent Hill. I remember those games.
Yeah.
I kind of get disappointed when they stopped making them. I'm like, man, this could have been like a really good, like it could have been a series like really that could have really competed with like Resident Evil.
Yeah, you know what? They didn't do the movie justice.
Oh, the Silent Hill movie. I briefly,
Yeah.
I said like I only remember a little bit of it. I need to revisit the movie. Oh, that's
It's
gonna.
there's so much mystery. Like after reading the whole Silent Hill stuff, because it's a pretty old game.
Yeah.
Like you see, I love reading how like they connect and all of that. So
Yeah. All right, is this a door? No.
it's a
Oh,
locker.
oh, shit.
Oh, he's turned the other way. Okay, so so you gotta wait till he turns around.
Yeah,
And
then
go to the
sneak.
side.
Yeah.
Ugh.
We're gonna go around this side. I think we'll be okay.
Oh,
Can bait him with the flashlight.
yeah.
Okay. So let's
So
try.
if he's
Oh, I don't want to do it now. I guess I really didn't need to do it right there. Oh, let's go through a little doorway here. All right. So what are we doing here?
where are you, Emily?
Where's my pretty Emily? Oh, we can go on this. Maybe we have to. Ow!
Oh,
Ow! That steam hurt.
Okay. I was like, what the hell?
Maybe we have to turn the steam off and get.
Oh wait, it looks like you can pull that thing out. Maybe you can cover it or something.
Oh yeah. Oh, let me.
Ooh, yeah, there you go. Oh, so you can
Okay.
climb up. Well, maybe it looks like you do need to turn off the steam, but I don't know how you do that.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it.
Where do you
So
see it?
I think so. Move that thing. Oh well, I don't know why I'm pointing as if you can see me. So move the ladder. You see that? Yeah, right in front of you.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
If you go look up to the left. Yes, right there. Boom.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Nice. Sweet. Thank you for that. Let's get it. So I gotta hold this again. If I can grab it, and then I'll go up to the valve and then turn it off. There we go. Let go. Cool.
Awesome.
Let's turn it off. There we go. Nice.
All right.
All right, then we'll crawl in there and go wherever it takes us. This is a little sidebar, Yuffieh. What would your take on like playing Scrabble on something on a platform like this? Do you feel like you would have to focus too much, or wouldn't be that much interaction? What's your perspective on two people playing Scrabble?
I think it's definitely a personality type game. If you want it to be watched, because there's some Scrabble. Ooh. Sorry, I just saw that guy. I was like, what the hell? Okay. But for the Scrabble, some people are like very vocal and it's pretty funny.
Yeah. I don't know what that is. Like,
what the heck? Oh.
An orb?
Oh.
It makes it disappear. How does she know how to do that? Like,
she just thought.
she just.
She's played a lot of games. Oh, it looks like a ripped car ticket.
Yeah. So it looks like we get enough of the ticket. Maybe things come back to normal.
Because she wasn't able to get a ticket when she was riding the little cart, right?
Right. Because she tried to get one, but it didn't come out. It didn't come out.
That's why he said you needed one.
I should have died with them. Also, the book is here. Oh, so we could read through the book in our leisure. Okay. There's another book, Never Ending. So what like horror games did you play growing up? You mentioned Silent Hill.
Oh, I didn't really play it. I just read about
I just read that. Okay.
I'm that person. I'm like I go read about them.
Yeah.
I watched my brothers play that. Like they love the Resident Evil series.
Mhm.
They played the Silent Hills. So I've always been more of a watcher. In terms of games I've actually played, I played Japanese RPGs
Oh, okay.
and just like the regular traditional games like Mario
Yeah.
and all those party games. But
Mhm.
yeah, I haven't gotten too deep into like I played the Telltale series, the Walking Dead games.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I
Mhm.
didn't play the last one.
Okay.
And I didn't finish the third one, but I was pretty into that for a bit.
Monsters are everywhere.
Huh.
Ooh.
I saw those series. I just never like jumped into them. I was like, man, those seem like this just like they look really good. I guess I just never jumped into them. How was it? Like, was it pretty consuming or compelling? Like when you were playing it?
Oh yeah, like it's a story, so it's
Mhm.
like watching a movie pretty much because you're not really
Yeah.
doing much. Um, and I like how they make it is very interactive and how they connect it together, but
Uh-huh.
it's not it's not like Tomb Raider.
Oh, right, right, yeah.
Yeah, like I played Tomb Raider when it came out on the Xbox One, so not the older ones, the originals.
Mhm.
But yeah, I played that, and I played some collaborative games just because my friends played it, like Destiny, and I forgot some of the other names of those games
Oh,
right
okay.
now.
Yeah,
But
there's Destiny 2 is supposed to be the newest one in like the
yeah,
rave.
yeah, I have one and two, but it's been a
Okay.
long time since I played. It's definitely one of those like if you don't have other friends playing it,
Yeah.
sometimes you don't really want to play no more. I did Monster Hunter
Uh-huh.
as well. Like I like creating. I remember so first time I had a character creation. My friend showed me Fallout 3,
Mhm.
and he's like, "Oh, here, like why don't you play this?" Because I was done with all of my tests in college, and they still had like I think 2 more days worth.
Uh-huh.
So I was bored, and so I played the game. Oh, there's some things popping up behind you.
Yeah, this is not good.
Yep.
We'll be
It's
okay.
like you better hide. Okay, okay. But yeah, I played Fallout 3 and I was like, holy crap, I can make this character look like me. And I
Uh-huh.
spent like it was funny because I was playing it and I was spending a long time making my character, and then I finally like started and my friend comes out, it's like, you're still playing and you barely like finished your character. And I'm like, yeah, hasn't it been like what, an hour? He's like, it's been like 4. And I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, I'm done studying. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay.
So you're really into the customization, building things. Nice.
I definitely fall for that stuff.
Hey, those are great skills to have because that translate into real world. Uh,
Does
are
it?
you
Can you say that about Guitar Hero?
are you into arts or craft or anything that you build at all?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like drawing. I wouldn't say it's more of a hobby. Like
Hmm.
I like to doodle and all of that. Make little comics. Like so what I wanted to do is it's just you don't realize like how much work goes into these things. So when people like talk about art, I'm always like, you know what? Like you look at these comics, it takes a lot to have this comic updated every week, especially
Hmm.
a web comic. Like these people need to like what they do in order to keep going with it.
Hmm.
Um, and so I wanted to do like a little comic based off of all my pets, just like funny weekly comics. Like yeah,
Okay.
there's a few of those out there. So that's the kind of doodles I want. But I'm really hard on myself, and I tell myself like, no, it needs to look better. It needs to look like this. And I'm like, because I do that, I'm not finding my own style too. So I'm like, I just need to let myself chill a little bit so I can find my own style and just like let it go. But I've just been having fun doodling, and since I've been working on my dog bandana business, I've been doing the artwork for that. I had someone else do my logo because I'm not a professional in that aspect, but I wanted to create some other material for that, like stickers, cards, and all of that. So that's a good outlet for my creativity.
Heck yeah. I'll be looking for that stuff online when I look at your feeds. I'm like, well, what's new? Yeah.
I do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I noticed. So while we're on the topic of this so-called horror game or suspense, have you, as an actor, done any type of suspenseful or horror type roles?
So I did. So I did a play of Dr. Jekyll and Hyde. I played Elizabeth, and she is the love interest. It's weird if you ever had seen the play, but that one was more, it's psychological more, but I got to scream bloody murder, so that was really fun. That's how I got my part. And I just remember in high school, because we were having the scream test or the scream audition, and it was like, all right, I need to it's like, to everyone, he said, I need to have a really full body scream like you're dying. And everyone has a different one, and me, I'm like, watching these horror movies, I know what kind of scream I'm trying to get out here. Got to bring that inner alto out. Got to really get it from the stomach, diaphragm, and I just so I had a lot of body in my scream. But,
I bet you did.
It was My friends down the hall, like they in their class, they were like, yeah, we heard that, and at first we were like, oh wait, it's the drama class.
Drama class.
It's the drama class.
Like,
but
wow.
I never got a big role in like if let's say this game was turned into a movie, I would love to play like any of the characters, whether it be one of those monsters or even one of the girls. I think that would be a really fun role to play. I've always played like, I guess for the horror genre, I've always played like that flashback character or the character that wasn't really involved into horror.
Okay.
I was in a student film where it was silent. It was all silent, so there was no actual talking. But I played the girlfriend that died in the accident, and so like who would haunt her later. But the haunting wasn't my actual character, as in like my face. It was like an entity. So the parts that I played was just all the flashbacks up to when I died, and but the parts after that. So like I guess that's how some movies do it, where once there's an actor that plays like the face. Like I guess like I can't say Beauty and the Beast, because Beauty and the Beast, it was the same actor, but it's as if the prince that turned human, if he wasn't actually the beast, the CGI beast, like if those were two different actors, but that was the same actor, so it is a bad example.
So it sounds like you haven't done no sinister roles.
Yeah.
You, like you said, you're more of the flashback or the character before they died, or the
yeah. No serious horror out there. It's hard. I would say it's kind of hard. A lot of people actually do like doing the horror genre, especially like student films and all of that I've seen. But trying to fit that character archetype is very hard too. Because I know there's differences in everybody's career where they're saying like, you should just try to get every role you want, even in the beginning. or just any role.
Yeah.
There are just some things like I don't want to change my whole demeanor just to fit a role.
Yeah.
Like I'll like if I feel like that role is too, I don't know, I don't want to say stupid, that's a harsh word, but you know, like I personally don't want to ever play anything that portrays anything like a stereotype, for example. I don't want to portray any of those.
Yeah.
Unless it's like an actual comedic relief. But I find it really rare, especially in student films, to find anything like that was really well written that can use like stereotypes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just pretty hard.
Oh, yeah, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Why is this town so proud of its mining history?
I've just been sneaking around aliens while we've been having this conversation.
And Emily is still nowhere to be found.
Nope, she's not.
Mining history.
So this is a mining town, or at least it was at one point. Bethelwood. I was gonna show you something. I know we're over on time. Thank you. I know you for joining us today, and I don't want to take up too much more of your time. But what are some areas where we can find you? I know we can find you on Instagram, Yuffieh. I'll put this up here and everything, but Yuffieh _
Yes.
and you're on
What?
YouTube. What are your main
Yeah.
social media accounts that you either you want to boost or you're working on improving?
You know, I'm working on the Instagram. It's really hard because I'm like, I want to post aesthetic photos, but at the same time, I really just want to have fun too. Just like, oh, look, like here's my dog. Oh, like that. Like, stuff like that. But I also run my dog's social media and my cat's social media.
Right. Yeah.
with my business page. I'm also helping my sister-in-law with her Instagram and business page. Like she runs all of that, but like I like to make videos for them if I can and edit those together. I'm hoping to start up YouTube again. Again, it's that whole everything that I do is first and foremost for myself. So when I was making YouTube videos, I started adding pressure to myself, and I realized I was like, I need to stop doing that because then this isn't fun anymore.
Yeah.
Which is why like I was having a roll of videos and then I stopped because then I was like, well, the next video idea needs to be X, Y, and Z. But I'm like, no, it's like I don't want it to feel like I'm trying to be an advertiser or trying to be a big influencer, because that's not the world I want to get into. If I happen to be in it, that's fine. My biggest thing is that I want to go into the world of acting, which is a different world than the influencer world. So in terms of social media, yeah, you can find me on Twitter, you can find me on YouTube, Instagram. But hopefully I hope to really get my name more out there for small films, hopefully getting into some sort of indie film eventually, and then going upward from there.
Heck yeah. Well, you know, I'll be I'm one of your fans, so I'll be on the lookout for that. And before we let you go, oh crap, I think we're getting shot at by alien oh crap. Yeah. But
okay, he's leaving. Oh, yeah, turn off your light. Yeah, turn off your light.
I turned it off.
It's yellow. You gotta wait till it's white. Okay, there you go.
But I was wondering quickly, did you have time to tell us about this most recent modeling project that I happened to stumble across? It was what was it? A couple of Saturdays ago, with Zunai Studios in Denver.
Yeah.
Did you have time to enlighten us on that?
Yeah, the What Colors Are Souls? That was so the photographer, she's amazing. She worked with Zunai Studio to collect a diverse group of women. And it was really I don't want to speak for her because this was her idea, but from what I got out of it was to just really, she wanted all kinds of body types, all kinds of skin colors and ethnicities, to really just spread some light to all that's going on in the world right now. There's a lot of separation right now, and for that we want to come together. So we're showing it. So I know for what I got from that, it was to really show the cultures that can come together. We were all had an amazing time together. We're all very different. I think a lot of us met that day, and there was no one felt weird, out of place. A lot of the women there said they had a very fun time. It just felt like a group of friends just coming together to take some photos. So it was very empowering just to say, like, okay, we're all the same. We're all the same, but different. Let's embrace our differences. But in the end, let's just accept each other and love each other the same.
Wow.
So, yeah. Zunai Studio, I've been working with them a lot. My friend actually recently made that studio. It was
really?
an old pool. Yeah, it was an old pool in her house, and they decided to redo the whole thing. And it's amazing. It's an amazing intimate space. There are so many different types of photos that you can take there. I've never thought about doing water photography and or pool photography because as a woman, the body image is very, very high. Like, it's like, oh, you need to look like this if you want to take a swimsuit photo. So I don't really fit that mold, and I didn't have a lot of confidence in myself to do it. But helping out my sister-in-law because she was taking photos there, and finding a great photographer who just makes you feel great too really helps. So that's been helping me a lot too. And I want to show, like, you know what, I can't be a hypocrite. I always tell my friends, you're beautiful. It doesn't matter. Don't look for love in the mirror. Look for it within yourself. And if I'm looking at myself in the mirror all the time, I can't tell them that. It's hypocritical. It's very hypocritical. So yeah, but it's really fun. Nice intimate space, lots of different types of photos. I'm just getting into these studio scenes. Like I found a few other studios, and I'm like, oh, these are awesome. Like I am having fun doing different types of photography. Because usually I'm the one taking the photo. I've never been the one on the other side of the camera. Yeah,
I didn't know that about you. Okay.
Yeah, I don't take photos of people. I take photos of dogs, and I have done some people photography, but I do a lot of nature. That kind of like just adventure, get out there photography. And I would also take photos. Like I always had a camera on me. I loved doing videos. When I was younger, I would make a whole bunch of videos. I would always told my cousins and my friends, hey, let's go, like, let's record, let's do a little skit or something. And so being on the opposite side of that was very nice. Because you want to trust the person. You're like, oh, you got to get this angle, because I don't want to look like this, but you don't want to also like what is that called? Micromanage
the
So trust is very important. So you don't feel like you're being a micromanager, but so you don't have to say anything. So
and you want to come off as like they're like on their side. They're like, man, this talent is trying to tell me how to do my job.
Yeah, it's like you just gotta trust them. You gotta trust that the vision is in their head. Like for what colors our souls, that I was kind of like, oh, I wonder how all of those are gonna turn out. Like she's like telling us to do this and this, and she's like, oh, that's great, and I'm like, I wonder how. Let's see. But you just trust her, and they did. It came out great. I loved how she edited the photos. The vision really came together. It was she really wanted warm tones, and that's what we got. So.
Yeah. It looked really amazing. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I was like, sweet, that's nice. And obviously you in there. I was like, oh, that's last thing. Well, with that said, well, in the behind closed doors, you told me you want to get into voiceover. Are there any video games you would want to do voiceovers for, like interests? Or yes, you said genre. You don't have to necessarily say game specific.
I don't have anything on the top of my head right now. Honestly, like I haven't seen obviously character voiceover. It's more like I want to be a character because there's voiceovers like narration and reading a book.
Yeah.
I'm not, because I thought about the whole like, oh, maybe I should try doing Audible, but I just not really like my thing. I think I'd rather be a character, like either like, you know, in like a TV show and as a game or something like that. I think all of those would be fun and more my realm, as opposed to doing a voiceover like, come on today and purchase your bear clips at Walmart or something like that. Or radio announcer, like today streaming, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. Not the announcer voice.
Yeah, it's not. I don't have that voice. There's a ton of people that really have that, and that's not. I was like, you know, I need more practice if I'm going to do that. But I feel naturally a character comes to me more. Obviously, I get to the level of like the cast of The Simpsons, who does like 5 voices, and they're completely different. Yeah, so like that would be nice.
Yeah. That's all. The Simpsons are always fun. Well, again, thank you again, Yuffieh, for joining us on the playground today and playing with us the video game Guilt. Hopefully we didn't spook you too much with these aliens. Still not for sure why they're here, but at least we got to a point where we're in the school. We're still looking for Emily. And you were so kind enough to join us today. And it was fun learning more about you. I already had some insider information, but at least for the audience, people learn more about you. And in the future, we'd like to bring you back on, and maybe we can get into some voiceover on a game that's just all text.
Yeah, no, thank you for having me. It was really fun. This is the first time I've ever done this, so.
Yeah, I'll be sure to put all the links up to where everyone can find you. And again, thank you for joining us, and we wish you a lovely day. And until next time, thank you, Yuffieh.
Yeah.
Bye. Bye.
Yo, photographer! I want to know, when you're stuck in between the lens and the workday, do you ever get stuck in the model's gaze? Well, do you? You have no idea. When I'm stuck in between the model's gaze and the workday, all the work becomes like Jordan, you can say it fades away. And when she's looking off in the distance, I gotta stay persistent, trying to capture the moment where she find love. This it? I could stay, I could go, but I wanna really know, if I close this shuttered door, would our love be anymore? What's in store? Love's in store, gotta go, open doors with that love. There's a lot of hard work mopping floors.